Spoiler warning. If you haven't watched the show that we are discussing today and want to avoid spoilers, stop right there. Go binge and come on back. If you have or don't mind spoilers, sit back with your favorite drink and enjoy. Anyways, hi.
Hi. Welcome back
Woohoo.
to another episode of Dragon Ball Z. For those who are not watching this and just listening, I'm wearing a Dragon Ball Z t-shirt. So welcome back. Welcome to for the first time, whoever's joining us for the first time. If you don't know what we do, we talk about Korean dramas. Soon enough, we'll go into like C dramas and J dramas, but that's later on. So we talk about Korean dramas and the themes that are presented in these dramas and give a real life perspective on.
You should talk about the C drama that you just
finished.
finished.
We're not gonna. That's gonna be an entire episode.
It's gonna be entire like 7 episodes. Apparently, he dedicated months to this drama.
Yo,
and then
it was
ended.
like 2 months. 2 months. That
It was
like,
a month.
No. When I started
It was June.
No, I started it in May because I started watching it the first few episodes slowly because we were watching other shows as we were doing it. The Golden Eyes with Lay from EXO.
Don't bother. Lay from EXO is great.
The worst ending I've ever seen in my entire life. The
show itself was just questionable. I'm sorry.
Like it was good, but then it was bad, and then it was good, and it was just like why? And then it's just like they rushed through a lot, but they didn't need to rush. Anyways. It was like I didn't mind it, but as it got closer to the end, I was getting really frustrated. And
I called it.
Yeah. Anyways. So what we do is talk about the themes in K-dramas.
Yeah.
And give a real life perspective on them.
Woot-toot.
So that there's a better, how do you say this? It makes the experience of watching this a little bit more enjoyable and a little bit more relatable, right? Even though today we're going to be talking about a fantasy romantic drama, there's still a lot to take from it.
Yeah.
And a lot that is relatable.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what it is. Like, I don't like when people just watch shows to watch shows. Like, I like to get something out of the shows that I watch. The reason being why I haven't watched an American television show in a long time.
But you can learn new sex positions.
Apparently, it's so easy to get laid in these shows.
But anyways, we're talking about Doom at Your Service today.
Yes, Doom at Your Service. It just ended this week.
Yeah.
Sadly,
Yesterday?
it ended.
No, Tuesday.
Sadly, it ended.
Yeah.
It was a really good show.
It was really good.
In my opinion, it reminded me, like the dialogue reminded me a lot of Run On. Where it's very different than the normal dialogue that they go with in these shows. You know what I mean? It's not, there's a lot more
banter.
A lot more banter, but a lot more understanding between characters, and there's a lot more.
I feel like that's where they're going towards.
Yeah, I like it better because that way it's not like there's parts where I will probably trash a couple parts here, but they kind of fix it. So there's certain scenes where it's always like they fall, like, you know, on the regular dramas where they fall in love and then it's like, oh, we can't be together, and then oh, we can be together, but then now something else happens and now we can't be together and I hate you, but actually I love you, and it's like all that bullshit.
Yeah, they
kind of get to that point, but then they fix it right away, which is awesome. They kind of like not fix it right away, but they write, like the way that the writer did it is that they didn't let it drag on longer than the episode needed to be.
Okay, let's be honest here. First of all, Tak is 30 years old. She's done with this bullshit. But, Second of all, she only has 3 months to live.
Okay, wait. We're gonna get there. We'll get there. Okay, first of all, this is a show that I was waiting for a long time. Not for the show itself, but for the two actors to work together. So Park Bo-young, one of my favorite actresses, and then Seo In-Guk, one of my favorite actors. Right? So having them together, because I like one of the first shows I watched was Seo In-Guk, and what kind of drew me into the K-drama world was him. And Park Bo-young does fantasy stuff all the time. That's like my genre, right?
Yeah.
And then you have Lee Soo-hyuk, who is who did the King of High School with Seo In-Guk as his debut.
Yeah.
And then they did a movie Pipeline.
Are they the same age in real life?
I think they're like a year or two different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're around the same age.
group?
Yeah, all three of them are around the same age. Kang Tae-oh, who was in the last show he did was we just finished watching it too. Oh my god. He was in Run On as well.
Yeah.
Right? And then he was in My First Love. Right? And he's younger than them.
Okay.
So he's like a few years younger than them. And then you have...
I like him.
Yeah, he's great. You have Dawon from SF9.
Woohoo!
He's so cute in this show. Who plays Tak's brother.
One of my new favorites.
And
I didn't even know he
then-
acted. Didn't know he...
I didn't know either. Yeah. And it's funny because we were watching the Kingdom Legendary War, and you're like, oh shit, that's him.
And he's like, no, it's not. And I'm like, yeah, it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a hard time believing it too. Like, oh, super sexy, like the scene where they're like under the water and they just stand there, and then yeah. Anyways, and then Jang Ji-soo, who plays God, pretty much God.
She did really well.
Yeah, and
like,
then
yeah,
she was great,
good.
and like I hated her, but like I hated like the shit that she did just to get the. Anyways, yeah, there's a whole moral to like what she does.
Like,
fucking funny.
Wasn't a nice haircut,
and then Shin Do-hyun, who plays Najina.
I like her.
Yeah, she's great.
She's
and
really good.
Man, she's pretty too. Jeez. And then you have like random, you have Uncle
At least
Kevin.
do the mom.
Oh yeah, her aunt.
Or the aunt,
her aunt / her mom.
Yeah.
Woo Hee-jin.
I like
who's
her.
gorgeous. Oh my god.
She's very pretty.
Like every scene was like you're just like, wow, she's fucking pretty.
Yeah.
Wow, she's pretty. Like, oh man, like stop. Like, there's other people in the shot, but man, she's pretty.
It was just like a good looking overall cast though.
Oh yeah.
Like sometimes there might be like not an ugly person, but maybe like
No, there's like no. Even like the older guys or the scumbag. Okay, no, the scumbags were actually pretty annoying and not so good looking. But like you have the cute ones and the hot ones and anyways, that's not part of this. That's not the whole point of this. So overall cast was amazing.
Yeah.
It's the cast that like you really would really want to have together, which is great.
They were really great together.
Yeah. You okay? Good. So yeah, I was waiting for this for a while. Just for the two actors to work together. That's like my dream come true now. And she's supposed to be doing a movie with Park Seo-joon. That's like another like dream come true right there. Like it's
all his dreams are coming true in 2021.
Apparently, man, it's awesome. So the show is about Myul-Mang, who's Doom, who's a being created by God to destroy humanity. Not destroy humanity. He
Not
just not destroy humanity, but like
keep balance in a sense.
Yeah, pretty much. Like he's because God doesn't do anything, right? God creates it and lets it go, right? And that's it. And
technically, you can't. I mean, you're not supposed to.
No,
because God. Yeah. You're an all-powerful creature.
God
like the moment you like intervene, you screw everything up.
Oh no, because God does whatever God can do whatever they want, right?
Yeah.
So, you have Tak Dong-Kyung. So Park Bo-young's character Tak, she finds out she has 3 months to live, and that's where the story kind of starts. And her meeting with Myul-Mang, with Doom, and their contract, and then they start to fall in love and all that shit, right?
Yeah.
So, the key to this is to remember, and I think I was reading some reviews online, and I actually commented on one of them. The key to this show is to remember that she has 3 months to live. Remember that. That is like every choice she makes in this show, everything she does is in regards to her having 3 months to live.
Did people forget?
Right? And they kind of commented, because they're like, oh, the romance is like wishy-washy and this and that and blah blah blah, and it's like, she has 3 months to live, so she's still trying to, first of all, process the fact that she has 3 months to live. Second, the choices that she has to make. So Doom comes in and says, okay, either you make a wish to destroy the world, or you die,
or you give up the person that you love the most.
Yeah, exactly. The person who you love the most dies, right? So it's like you have all these factors in one throughout the entire show. Remember that this is like, and that's why there's their whole romance is like kind of like on and off or whatever, is because like she starts to fall for him, and then she's like, shit, and then, oh, but I love him, and then, oh shit, like he's gonna, like, if I love him too, if I start to love him too much, he's gonna die, you know what I mean? He's like, it's hard, and like, excuse me, one of the scenes that I actually enjoyed the most, like that I found like was relevant to the entire show and to her like decisions and like the way she processed things, is where she runs away. Okay, first of all, don't run away from your fucking problems, okay? That shit doesn't go away. You run away and it's gonna follow you. That's it.
But like her whole thing was like, I'm gonna run away and like not love anyone. But it's like, yo, you can't just stop loving the people that you care about the most.
That's not how it works, right?
Unless you get like amnesia.
That's not how it works. It's not like, okay, I'm gonna run away, I'm gonna be away from everybody, and I'm just gonna forget about everybody. No, that's not how it works. No.
3 days later, she's like dying because she misses everyone.
Right? It's like, it doesn't work that way. Yeah. Okay. But again, that decision to run away was driven by all these factors, right?
Excuse me.
But I'll repeat, running away does not solve your problems, okay? Do not just think that you not being in the picture fixes everything. It don't work that way. I'm sorry. Life isn't that simple.
You just make the people that care about you worry about you.
It is, but like the issues are not going to go away.
No.
Right? They're just going to wait for you till you come back.
Yeah.
Or they're going to come and find you. That's it's one or the other. Right?
Which they did.
Exactly. So
well, he did.
Yeah.
Doom did.
So so the scene that I like is when he shows up on the beach, and he pretty much kind of not tells her off, but was like, what do you say? He's like, this entire time that we've been together, actually, no, he's like, sorry, your entire life, you have not said what's on your mind, and all you do is just say the things that people want to hear.
People pleaser.
Right? And so he tells her, like, what do you want? Like, what do you... Tell me what's on your, like, what you're feeling, and tell me what's on your mind, right? And that's where she breaks down. It's like, I don't want to die. Yeah. Right? And that's where the shift starts. That's where the change starts, right? Yeah. So that is very important, like, not just like in the show, like in life. Yeah. Right?
But you can also see like her shift with everyone else. She's no longer like hiding what she thinks about situations. She's like,
she's finally speaking her mind, right?
Like to her new boss, she's like, why are you being so scared? Go get some courage and do something about it, you know?
Yeah, it's like, go fucking go.
And like to her best friends, like, go do something about it.
Yeah.
Like, stop fucking sulking. Yeah. And like make it happen.
Exactly. And that's and like I like this, like that scene specifically because it makes you think about yourself and like the situation, your situations and like the things that you deal with on a daily basis, where you're not actually saying what you want to say, and you're always trying to like kind of dance around the problem, you know what I mean? Like, beat around the bush type of shit. Yeah. And the scene really kind of shows you stop doing that. Like stop trying to please the crowd. Stop trying to stop trying to make sure that everybody else is okay and you're not. You know what I mean?
It's not getting you anywhere.
No, it doesn't at all. Yeah. Like one of the things he mentions is the funeral, like her mom's funeral. He's like, you didn't cry, you didn't grieve. Yeah. you just sat there and was like, it's okay, like I'm fine. You're
Yeah.
not fine. Your parents just died. We know you're not fine. But you're just sitting there thinking that it's okay, that it's better that I don't cry because of the adults. It's like, fuck the adults. They're all
allowed
assholes.
to. Yeah, they were fucking jerks.
Right? And like when the aunt came in and was like, I'll take care of you, and they're like, but you're single, whatever, and she's like, fuck you, these are my like niece and nephew, these are my
They
sister's
wanted to put
kids.
them in like an orphanage. Like, are you kidding me? Like, your family, and you want to put them in an orphanage?
Wow, ridiculous.
I don't understand that. If that's how, I'm sorry, but if that's how fucking Koreans do shit, like, that's horrible.
Yeah, and I feel like these shows kind of show like a bad side to like
I
relatives
think they do.
in these shows.
I think they
like,
do.
The same thing happened in Tales of the Nine Tail.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And then another one was crap, I forgot, but that was like the one that popped up. But like they showed a lot where it's like the relative is always,
because they become a burden, and it's like, are you kidding me? Like, they're children. It's not their fault their parents died.
Yeah, you want to like fuck off. Anyway, so it's great. Like I really love how you kind of learn with, you kind of progress and see the growth of Tak and
Doom.
Well, yeah, of course Doom too, but I mean like as like remember she has 3 months to live, guys.
Yeah.
So 3 months to live, and you see all you can see all the emotions that she's all the things that she's doing. She's always making not random decisions, but she's always making one decision and then kind of going back on it.
Yeah.
Or like doing something out of the, out of character. And even like her family and even like her brother is just kind of like of acting weird kind of thing before he finds out, right? And that's like the basis of this character. You have 3 months to live. What do you do?
Yeah.
Right? And like she asks like other people, like, what would you do if you had 3 months to live? What would you do if you had 3 months to live?
I don't know. It's a loaded question.
It is a loaded question, and that's exactly what it is. Like, what do you do when you find out you have 3 months to live? Like, you're gonna be so disoriented, so out of sorts that you're gonna want to do one thing, but then you're like, well, no, I don't want to waste time on that, so I want to do this instead. And you're like, wait, no, I don't fucking care about that. And you know what I mean? You're just gonna be so indecisive and very what's the word? You're gonna be so uncommitted to things because you don't know what to do, right? Because you're so like frazzled.
I feel like also some people might be like, well, why didn't you just do like the chemo and radiation? Because the doctor pretty much said, even if you do it, you only have a year left, and most of the year you're going to be sick.
Yeah, and in pain, right?
Yeah. So like, I honestly agreed with her choice. As much as it sucks and like you have less of a time with the people you love, but then I don't know.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's a tough choice too, because it is like he said max, right? A max 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
But you'll be in pain most of the time. So it's like, do I choose to be in pain and try and live my life when I can't really live because I'll be sick and in pain all the time? Or do I take the pain meds that he's giving me now and live for 3 months to whatever capability that I can, right? It's a tough choice, especially when it's like, regardless of what you do,
especially when like your family gets involved in this blah, 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 in the decision, and they're like, well, no, you have to fight. And like, you know what, if it wasn't 6 months to a year, I'd say fight. Like, give it your best shot, because sometimes miracles happen and like you can get through it.
100%, yeah.
But because her chances were even just slim with the medication, it really didn't matter, as sad as that is.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's it's you have to respect the person's decision, right? If the person doesn't want to do something, you can't force them to do it just because you want them to stay alive, right?
Yeah.
But they don't have a chance to live the full life that they want. that you know what I mean?
Exactly. And then maybe, like, God forbid, like, if they pass away in the year, like, will you feel guilty as a family member for just watching them essentially wither away?
Right. Like you're gonna see them in pain every day. You're not gonna. This is not gonna hurt you that you made them take this decision, right? It's a tough one. It's
hard.
It's really hard. It's really hard. So like, remember, guys, 3 months to live. That's why that's why I actually respect the writer for writing the way she did. I don't know who the writer is. Ooh, they don't.
I think another thing they did to, like, sorry, go.
Yeah, go ahead.
To, like, make you remember that it was 3 months was the calendar. It was kind of like always in the shot when she was at home.
Yeah. That was a nice little detail that they had in there. Yeah, and it's the little details in the show are really good. But yeah, so all the decisions she makes are pretty, like, sporadic. Sometimes they're sporadic, and sometimes they're justified. Sometimes it's like after she has her little breakdown with Doom on the beach, that's when she starts to, like, be a little bit more confident in her decisions. Up until God is like, I can make it so that you don't know each other. And it's like, really?
But I think it's really interesting because God was like, I'll change your fate, right?
Yeah.
But then, she did it. But then they ended up back together. So it's like, even God can't change fate.
Yeah, because it's already in place.
Yeah.
So even if God goes, okay, I'm going to change it, it's like, but you're in the sense of how their world works is that they're born and fate is already there. Like, they're born with fate. So she would have to literally uncreate Tak.
Yeah.
And then recreate. You know what I mean? Like, but she didn't. She just kind of erased
their memories.
She erased the memories and, like, everybody's memories from knowing who Doom is, right?
But then who was it? Was it the aunt or the brother that was like, wait, didn't you have a boyfriend? One of them was like
it was the brother, her brother, Seo-Kyung.
Yeah.
He was like, Sung-Kyung, sorry. And he was like, weren't you dating somebody?
Yeah.
And she's like,
no.
What?
What
no? What do you mean, boyfriend? And yeah, so it's I didn't like that. I actually did not. I
think the reason why she did it was because she wanted.
Well, because
she was testing, right? Testing to make sure that their love was real, maybe.
I get it, and I understand why Tak said yes so, like, quickly was because that's where she knew she was in love with Doom. Yeah. So.
And she didn't want him to go.
Yeah, exactly. And it makes sense. Like, you see that scene, and you're just like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Like, fuck you, bitch. What are you doing?
No, I understood it.
And then you get to, like, where they finally get back and whatever, and then you realize by the end of it, you're like, oh shit, that's why she wanted to do it. But, like,
no, I think
their fates are tied.
Yeah. Well, what is it? The red string of fate.
Yeah.
I love how these Korean shows always show that even if you're not human, you can still fall in love. Actually, it's kind of like the Dark Hunter series. Yeah. Like, even though you're not human, and even though you're not supposed to fall in love with a human, they still do. Friggin' do.
And then they want to be human. Yeah. And then some of them end up being human, and some of them end up being Dark Hunters. Yeah. Right? In the end,
it's so cool.
Depending on.
But, like, I love it. Like, he turns, like, spoiler, obviously, but, like, he comes back as a human. Yeah. And they get to live together and be together and like
as a normal human couple, right?
And then she knows, well, no, she doesn't know right away. She's scared at first that he's gonna fucking leave and disappear, but, like, after a while it's like, no, he's not going to. He's here. And it's like, it's it. Yeah. It's like, you guys got what you wanted, and love prevailed, and it's cute.
Love conquers all.
I love it.
Love conquers all.
I think it does though.
It does, except in the Golden Eyes. But you know what?
Okay, but that shows.
Don't even start.
I don't care how much hate I get. I didn't like it.
Yeah. I didn't say like, speaking of Dark Hunters because he reminds us of Ashron.
Yeah.
Especially like the first several episodes. It was just like, oh
shit,
Ashron. He's just not 7 feet tall. That's
all. Or white. No, white hair. No.
No.
No, he has black
Ashron
hair.
Has black hair.
It changes it.
Yeah.
Right away.
Exactly. Which I mean, if you guys noticed. In the show, his hair changes, so it's always like
a greenish black.
So it's like black, but sometimes it's greenish black, and then it's bluish black, and then a whitish black,
and then when he comes back, it's just black.
It's just black.
It's like it's it.
Yeah, it was really cool. I wish my hair could do that.
Sorry, I'm not that skilled.
Next time. One of the other things in the show that is kind of new-ish, I kind of found interesting was the love triangle was not... Yeah. Okay, that's not new that it's not the main characters, but it's the secondary characters. But what was new about it was that the love triangle was between two friends and the same girl.
Yeah.
And it was really interesting because when they finally resolve this love triangle, it breaks a friendship, right? It doesn't
I think it breaks the closeness that they were, but I think because they both didn't want to lose each other. That's it. That was the interesting part, right? That was the cool part. I think. Oh my God, what's his name? What's the coffee guy's name? I can't remember.
In the show?
Yeah.
His name in the show.
I can't remember.
Hold on. Because it's Hyun-Kyu? Lee Hyun-Kyu.
Yeah, so I think at the end he just realized that it's a high school love, and you both pictured each other the way that you guys were in high school. That was it.
Yeah, and that was really interesting because they were so attached to that love that they felt back then, that 10 years ago, right? That feeling that it didn't really let them move forward in life, right? And he was stuck because he was literally the idiot. Like he fucked up. He fucked up hard. Like this is like 100% like his fault. He fucked up, and he should have fixed it, but he was too much of a coward to do it. Right?
Yeah, and he admits it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what he needed to do, is that he needed to get to the point where it's like, yeah, I fucked up. I'm the one that messed this up. I need to, like, he needs to see how to not do it again. You know what I mean? And I think the closure that he gets helps, so that he doesn't repeat his fucking stupidity.
I also think Tak's brother helped.
Yeah, I think he helped both of them actually. Yeah. With the two guys. Yeah. Which was
and the girl.
I mean, yeah, a little bit.
Like, I think the conversation that they had, like, because it made her realize, it's like, because remember he was like, so when you like a guy, you always want to kill them. Yeah. So then.
Oh yeah, because the way she writes it, right? Yeah.
So then it's like she was talking about so they did it this way: the first guy and the second guy.
Yeah, boss 1, boss 2.
Yeah. So boss 1, she wanted to kill him. Yeah. But now she wants to kill boss 2, and he like clued in to that, and he's like, well, no, whenever you really like a guy, you always want to kill them. Yeah. And he I think that's what woke her up into realizing, like.
That's right, because he's like, which one do you want to kill more?
Yeah.
And she's like, boss 1, and then he's like, and then she's like, oh.
No, boss 2.
Whatever. Anyway, it's her answer. Yeah. And then that's what she's like.
She's like, shit. Yeah. Shut up.
Shut it.
Let me run away from all my problems.
And then the poor kid, it was like, he felt bad for both of them because he was kind of like not in the middle, but he knew of the entire situation.
No, but he
right?
didn't know. He didn't know it was his boss until later on.
No, but he knew after that point.
After.
And then that's like halfway through the show.
Yeah.
So then after that, he felt like crap because he was like, I wanna.
He likes both of them.
Likes both of them.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much his older sister, right?
But like you gotta give it to boss 2. What's his name? Oh my god, I can't remember their names.
And the show is team leader Chadwick.
Okay, so you gotta give it to him. Like every time that she's literally crying or sad or upset, he's there. Mm-hmm. Like it's legit fate. Like every time, he always shows up.
Yeah, so that's why like there was a like one of like probably like one of the best lines in the show was at the end where he was like where she's like, who's your first love? And then he gives her like a speech of like,
oh, I loved it.
That was good.
Loved it.
That was good.
It was so good.
And that like made me think because they kept saying, remember in the it was so when they go out for drinks and she's like, you keep doing you're a little out of character. And then when they go to Tak's aunt's house to do the kimchi, again they're like eating and they're like, yo, why are you so out of character? It's so weird. And he was like, what did he say? He's like, I'm not out of character. I just never showed you this side of me, kind of thing.
Oof.
So that would make me think that's like, okay, does love make you think out of character, or does it bring out that characteristic that you haven't portrayed yet because that character is only for the person that you love?
I think it does, because I feel like my character changed when we started dating, and like I was more towards you. But
the question is it a change in your character and like the way you think, or is it love that brought that character to the surface because you never actually had a chance to show that side of you?
It's the second one,
right?
Because I'm a crazy person, and throughout my childhood, I feel like my light was diminished by certain by people.
I mean, yeah.
And then when you came into it, I was allowed to be who I was. Like I was allowed to be my full character. So I was allowed to be crazy, silly, loud, rambunctious, and like, don't fucking give that look.
I'm just looking at the camera. I have to like make eye contact once in a while.
And you didn't judge me for it. Like you thought I was insane, but you didn't judge me for it. And
yeah, of course I'm not going to judge you for it. Yeah, you're crazy, but I'm crazy too. So it's like we're crazy in different ways.
But I think that's what also helped, in the sense that like, I think it brings your true character to the surface. It allows that person or thing or whatever it is to come out.
Because a lot of people, I agree. I 100% agree. And they kind of show it throughout the show too with Tak and Doom, which is awesome because you see how Doom starts to change, but in reality, because he keeps saying, I don't cry, I don't sleep, I don't eat. Motherfucker, she saw you crying.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, we saw you crying. Chill the fuck out. They show that the characteristics are there, right? And you just they're not like, these are characteristics that you're not gonna be like this with your boys. Like your boy, like, okay, I am one like this with my boys, but that's a different story, right? Because like a lot of people who have a certain image try to portray that certain image all the time, right? And then when it comes to like like dating or whatever, I think the funniest thing is whenever you're with guys, and their girlfriend calls, they'll be like, yo, what up, how you doing, man? And then they call, hey babe, how's it going? Yeah, no, we're okay, it's okay. Yeah, all right. Yo, what up, guys? What's going on tonight? We getting drunk or what? Hey babe. No, I love you too. Yeah, no worry, I love you too. Love you, bye. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I'm like.
But then they also get made fun of for it, so it's really annoying.
Because it's like, yo, why are you changing your attitude? Like, be who you are.
Because
Stop
they
trying
want to be
like
softer with their girls, you know?
Okay, but that's like that. Okay,
Maybe they're actually not these loud, rambunctious people.
maybe they're not.
And they're
maybe
actually
they're
these
not.
soft,
Okay, so
pillowy cases.
maybe.
Of silk.
And if that's the case, just be that person. You know what I mean? But like, there's certain characteristics like he's very like when Chadwick is very straightforward at the end there, and they're like, oh, were you always like this? And he's like, yeah, just not towards you because I don't love you, kind of thing, right? And like, I get that, but that character is coming out, but not just for her.
I think it shifts because you also see him be a bit more caring towards Tak at the end, like when she's like on the phone with the guy and she's like trying to talk, and then he hangs up on her and he like literally just picks up the phone right away. I think that's also part of it.
Well, she was like, Brah! And he's like, fuck this shit. No, exactly. That's why, and like the characteristics, I think are always there. The only difference is depending on the person.
Yeah.
They don't always portray it all the time, only towards the person they love. But in my opinion, be who you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if like Nadia's brought out a lot out of me. You know what I mean? Like I don't talk this much in general.
Yeah.
Right?
Unless it's with me.
Exactly. And like the only other people that I really talk to this much is like
your boys.
My boys, right?
Your close boys, not your
Kardak,
like
also
okay boys.
Junior, Anthony, that's it. You know what I mean? Like that's it. I go in public, you know what I mean? Even with like my siblings and stuff like that, it's not always that much, right?
No, because your siblings talk over you.
So, no, even then, like, you talk over me all the time.
That's just my character.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is like, because like Nadia brought out a lot more out of me, like she brought these characters to the service that's been like pretty much locked away, and I did the same thing for you.
Yeah,
I'm like this with everybody.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like I say when Nadia calls me and I'm with the guys, it's yo, what up, bro? You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna be like, hey babe, how's it going?
But you do that no matter what, though.
What?
Like if I call you when you're by yourself, you're like,
that's what I'm saying.
What
like
up?
I don't. Yeah, I don't change. That's what I'm saying. Is like I don't change the way I speak to you when I speak to my friends.
And then I'm like, I'm not your bro. I'm your wife.
You're I love you, and I love my friends, and you know what I mean. Like it's all love. Yeah. So it's like that characteristics that you brought out of me, that you brought to the service. Yeah. Makes me feel more whole, so that I can be who I want to be any fucking time I want. You get what I mean?
Instead of being a black cold heart, you're now a red pumping heart.
Exactly.
So cute.
So cute. Oh my god.
Oh, the love we have.
So much love. Dude, that was good. That was good. Watch the show. Watch the okay. Even just skip. I think it's like no, not skip, but like if you want to see just that part, it's really like his quote. Like I can't quote it. It's
what
too
is
long.
the second? Is it the last episode or is it
was the last episode?
Yeah, both of his like little
quotes,
so like
watch the last episode if you or even like someone probably has it on YouTube, just that scene. You know what I mean? Look for that scene in the last episode 16. It's a really good quote because it really kills that whole like first love bullshit. You know what I mean? Like Chuck Saddam, like it really like he like paraphrasing, it's like your first love doesn't have to be the first person that you loved, but it's the first person that you truly love, kind of thing, right? Paraphrasing, guys. He says it really so much better. But yeah.
Can I? So okay. When they're at the aunt's house doing kimchi and eating dinner, Doom and him, like they're just. I don't know if they just don't like each other, but like you can see like the tension, and I love it. It was so good.
It was really good.
And like honestly, I could have watched an entire episode of just them.
And then he becomes best friends with what's his face, with Hyun-Kyu. Oh, he's so friggin' good.
It's like, oh, your smile. It stops him in his tracks.
You're handsome. Thanks, I get that all the time. And then the brother comes in.
Oh, he's
cute. That's good. Yeah, so like, the show really shows you a lot of especially one of the things that really that was really interesting is family in the show. Yeah. And it's not just like a lot of here in North America, we're a lot more touchy-feely.
Yeah.
Right. So there's a lot more hugging, a lot more being close together, and and that's what I liked about this, is that Tak and her brother were closer like that. You know what I mean?
And her aunt too.
And her aunt comes and beats the shit out of her because she doesn't answer her phone. You know what I mean? Like it's, I love it, love it. And you see that closeness because you don't really see it in a lot of shows. Like the only other show that I can think of that they show this like closeness would be I didn't even finish watching it. It was oh my lady, oh my landlord, the one where it's Lee Min-ki from Beauty Inside. Okay. He's like a writer, and then his mom. You were watching a bit of it with me. Like he was living in a house, his mom sold it to an actress.
Oh right.
That was the one time because on that show he's very close with his mom. Like he hates his dad, which is like I think it's actually his stepdad, and like he has every right to hate him because he's a piece of shit. But he loves his mom, so he's very touchy. He's always hugging his mom. He's always like I'm around his mom, always, you know what I mean? And that's like what we do here. Yeah. So like you don't see that quite often in the Korean dramas. Why? Very more conservative than we are, but they're not touchy-feely people. They're not like the Arabs, or you know what I mean?
I don't think I'd survive there then.
No, you would, because they like to beat each other, so it's okay. True, you know what I mean? Like when someone's being an idiot, they hit them, right? So you'd fit in right away, and beat the shit out of everybody you see. They're just as bad as us Arabs, man. Jesus.
That's funny.
Yeah. So like that was like the thing with family, and Doom throughout the show would always see that, right? And you can see that longing that like he wants.
And he finally got in there crying. You see, so when their aunt buys like a house or like rents whatever, and then Tak and Doom go to her house, and they're like, "Oh, you're back," and then they're just like looking at him lovingly. And like, oh my god!
He's like, yeah,
and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah, and no, it's okay. It's like that sense of family, right? And some people don't have that sense of family. I'm fortunate enough that I do. You know what I mean? Having 5 older siblings. You know what I mean? Yeah. With both my parents and like my uncle who's in Canada now.
Yeah. I like your uncle.
I love my uncle.
He's funny.
Reminds me of my mom so much. It's so funny. He's my uncle on my mom's side, so it's like
your mom's brother?
Yeah. Okay, I said it differently. I'm sorry. Samcho, okay? There you go. Oh my god. Or as we say in Arabic is khalo. Yeah. Khalo, and then khalto for aunt on my mom's side. Yeah. And then
Ammo.
And ammo, we say your right? But so ammo and amto on your dad's side. Yeah. Aunt and uncle on your mom's side, aunt and uncle on your dad's side. It's so much simpler in English than
It's really funny. So on my mom's side, I call 2 of my uncles khalo or khalo. Like we just made it easier.
Hello.
Anyways. Hello. And then with my mom's sister, we call her Auntie Leila.
Oh, that's right, huh?
Yeah, and then her husband, Amo Gabi. I don't know why. It's just the weirdest thing. But it like if you ever go up to one of my uncles or aunts and say their name without the
We're not supposed to.
I know, but like I did it once by mistake, and my aunt and uncle, they looked like they were about to kill me.
Yeah, you're not supposed to.
And I was scared for my life.
That's like, it's the same like Korean culture, Arab culture. You're not supposed to.
No, I know, but it was like, honestly just a mistake.
Like, yeah.
But it was like I honestly thought I was about to die.
Well, yeah.
Like I thought I was going. Like I thought that was the end of my life.
I don't know if you ever noticed, but when the kids, they're like, when they're addressing me.
Yeah.
If they address me,
always Uncle Michael.
Oh yeah. But if they just say Michael or Fatty,
yeah,
my sister, whichever parent it is, they'll yell, Uncle Michael, Uncle.
Yeah,
that's your
or
uncle.
me.
Yeah, that's your auntie.
Isla. Auntie Nadia.
Nadia. She knows Auntie Nadia is mad.
I'm not mad all the time. Why are you trying to create an image
it's the same.
for
So
me?
it's the same thing. Like if in Korean culture, it's samcho. Like your uncle, you call him samcho. Even like, out of respect for your friend's uncle, your friend's dad, you say samcho, right? It's like ammo, right?
Well, yeah, you like from the get go, you always call my parents like.
Yeah, that's how I was taught. Like that's how you're supposed to show respect. You don't just be like, "Oh, hi, Bill."
But it's funny,
don't be rude,
like
bitch.
on my dad's side, we don't really. It's weird. Like you'd think because they seem a bit more conservative, you'd call them like, Amto and Ammo and whatever, but we don't. Like I don't think any of them, like any of my cousins on my dad's side, really call. Like actually, Uncle Bill, always Uncle Bill. Okay. But that's it.
That's kind of weird.
I know, but he's the oldest guy, right?
Yeah, but you don't say uncle. Like
Yo, my family's whitewashed. Let's be honest here.
Excuse me. Yeah, I know. Anyways. Back to the matter at hand.
A little rant over.
There's no matter at hand anymore. I think we're done.
Yeah. Do you have a song or are you?
Oh yeah, of course. There's what's poppin'. I made sure I didn't forget this time. I made sure. Well, you can't forget because like the first song we're gonna do is 2 p.m.'s Comeback. Woo! Must.
It was okay.
I liked it.
I don't know.
I liked it. The music video was funny because it was like we saw the teaser for it before the music video came out, and it's just like Woo Young is just staring at the girl walking, and then all of a sudden it's just like explosions everywhere. You're like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, it was okay. I don't know.
I liked it. Anyway, so 2 p.m. Must they like
I like 2 p.m. I like Taekyeon, and I like what's the guy? The suit guy, the one that only has one suit in the show.
Oh my god, Chan Sung.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so funny.
I look out for Taekyeon and Chan Sung the entire time. I don't care about anyone else.
Yeah, so funny.
Well, no, I do. I like the entire band. But
I know. You. Everybody has their biases. Yeah. Don't worry.
And of course, everyone's is like Taekyeon. So.
Of course, Taekyeon. He's fucking sexy. What do you want? Yeah,
my husband everywhere.
It's really good. I didn't listen to the rest of the album yet, and I should. But the song is really I like it. It's not like dancey as like the other singles, but it's like a really like nice laid back flowing song.
Yeah.
And Taekyeon's rap parts are sick. Like,
maybe I have to listen to it without the music video.
Maybe because music video really like it's all about visual, right?
Yeah.
So it's like taking away from listening.
Yeah.
But the music video was so random. I was not expecting that at all. It's just like,
did it even match the song?
I don't know. I didn't go through the lyrics yet, but it was a good comeback. Yeah. Anyway, it was a good comeback. They have, so they're one of the OGs, right? Mm-hmm. They're like one of the OGs. Mm-hmm. So it's funny seeing like their old stuff. Mm-hmm. And then comparing it to their comeback, right? Because I think they debuted in like 2010 or 2008 or something like that. So you look back then to now, and you're like, wow, what a fucking change. Yeah, well,
right? They have to, right? They have to adapt.
Yeah, but it's like you see, like every single was like they were like the Backstreet Boys of fucking of, you know what I mean? Like you had Shiny and you had Super Junior at the same time.
Super Junior.
And but like those three bands probably like killed it. So check it out. 2 p.m. Must. Really, really good. The next one is an ode to Seo In-Guk. So his song Back.
Is it from the show?
No, it's not from the show because I didn't really. I listened to the song, but I love his song Baby. And the music video to that, because like some of the major scenes are just him walking, like him singing in a red overcoat in like
He likes overcoats, that guy.
Yeah, loves every friggin' probably every show. It's just like it's just snow background, right? So everything's black and white except for his jacket, and it really stands out. But the song's really good. And he's got, and like he usually does like in the show he does like ballads. He does like a lot of singing. I
think that's what he is.
Well, yeah, he is a ballad singer. He's an amazing ballad singer.
Yeah,
That's what he's known for. But I mean, like he can do songs like Baby where it's like a lot more rhythm to it. It's a lot like not dancier, but like a lot more like popish, right? And it's really, really fucking good. I like it. Okay. And then there's Mint Chocolate too, right? Fucking love that song. But he did a song with some rappers, and he did like the chorus to it. But like he was in the music video too, so he was like super gangster in it. It's fucking weird.
He's just
so
gangster
sick.
altogether.
Yeah,
I don't care. Whatever he wears, he fucking
yeah, that's true. He's really good. Anyway,
kills it.
He's awesome. I love it. I love him. And yeah, I like it. And the last one is, I was gonna talk about this before, but then there's other songs coming out, but this is new as well. It's Jackson Wang's LMLY, Let Me Love You.
To it fully.
I played in the song I play it in the song all the time. I play it in the car all the time.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then maybe I'm just delusional.
It's a different song. It's not like it's literally the girl Lee is so the guy falls in love with the girl, but the girl's just there for like a one night, like literally like one night stand type of shit. Like she just dips, right? And the whole like the song is like, let me don't just leave, just let me love you for a while kind of thing. Like just it's but it's good. It's a really good song. It's a really good song. It's all in English too, because that's Jackson Wang for you. And I don't know if he has a Chinese or Korean version, because he usually does that sometimes. He'll do like different versions. A lot of the artists will do like a English version and different language version, which is cool because you get to like you get like the audience more engaged, right? Depending on your audience, right? Because his audience is Korean, Chinese, and like English speakers, right? Yeah. So, and Japanese too, because God7 was big in Japan as well. So, but yeah. Cool. So that's it for today.
Woot.
Catch you next week. And if you have any recommendations,
let us know.
Song like K-pop or K-drama. Either one is good. Let us know. We're always here.
I wonder if in Korea and like China and Japan, if they call American dramas A-dramas.
No, I think they just call them American television. I don't know. I call it American television because most of it's made by Americans in Canada, so it's still American.
Okay.
Cool.
Love you.
Love
Bye.
You guys.